And we are back inside the Asylum for our second title match of the night. This for the X Division Championship. Let's take a look at the X Factors. 1 week ago tonight, Sonjay Dutt won a very competitive four-way. He beat Sabin, Cross, and Matthews to gain the position as #1 contender. The champion is the Team Canada captain, Petey Williams. 3 weeks ago, he captured the Canadians' first title in TNA. Tonight, he makes his second defense of the championship. Two of the most impressive finishing moves in wrestling today could spell the difference. The challenger has his top rope high-risk splash. The champion has his ground-based flip pile driver. Which one will win out?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the X Division Championship of the World. Introducing first of all the challenger from India. This is Sonjay Dutt.
The original player from the Himalaya, Bombay, India, Sonjay Dutt has momentum on his side as he enters the title bout. In the past 2 weeks, he not only won the four-way top contenders match, but he also scored the biggest victory of his career when he defeated Raven.
And his opponent, being led to the ring by Coach Scott DeMore. He is the current reigning and defending X Division Champion of the World. Representing his home country of Canada, this is Petey Williams.
It was back on August 11th when the Team Canada captain outlasted no less than 21 opponents to win the X Division Gauntlet, and in the process, Petey Williams brought the Canadians their first taste of gold. He already has one successful title defense under his belt, a recent victory over Chris Sabin right here at the Asylum, and now we will find out in this title match if Sonjay Dutt can avoid the Canadian Destroyer, if Sonjay Dutt can avoid that flip pile driver.
It's going to be an incredible matchup, Mike, today. These two are so similar in styles. They are very similar in height. They're very similar in strength. They both are high flyers. It's unbelievable matchup that we have right here. This is Sonjay Dutt's chance to make his statement. He's been so close. This is his chance to take over the X Division Championship.
And also very similar in terms of age and experience. Both Sonjay Dutt, the challenger, and the champion, Petey Williams, are 3-year pros. Petey Williams just 22 years of age, Sonjay just 21, and tonight Sonjay looks to become X Division champion for the very first time.
As you see right there, a quick pin going there by Sonjay Dutt. Petey Williams, and here it goes, Sonjay Dutt going for another one. Oh, look at this. Look how quick Sonjay Dutt is right here. And every time Petey Williams tries to do something, Sonjay just counters it, Mike.
You can just see, however, that level of confidence that has risen with every victory for Sonjay Dutt. A couple of weeks ago, the win over Raven when he threw fire and won that Hangman's Horror match. And then to follow it up last week, beating 3 other men to become the #1 contender in the four-way, and you can just feel, you can just see that confidence rising.
Absolutely, as you see right here, Sonjay Dutt, and looks like he's really been working out quite a bit. As you can see, he's bulked up a little bit since we first seen him here in TNA. And Petey Williams, the one thing I've got to say about him, and we always say this, but it's so true, if it wasn't for Scott DeMore, if it wasn't for that big load that runs Team Canada, you would respect this guy. You respect his abilities. I mean, he's a phenomenal wrestler and can do so many things.
Had an opportunity to talk to Sonjay about this matchup prior to our broadcast tonight, and he told me that it really does just boil down to avoiding that devastating destroyer. Quite honestly, no one's been able to survive the move after Petey Williams has hit that flip pile driver.
Well, when you see it, it's so devastating, Mike. There's no way you can survive it. But I'll tell you something, you brought it up. As Sonjay Dutt went for a pin right there, his Hindu press is just as devastating, because think of the torque that he gets when he comes off the top ropes right there.
Where are you going with that?
What's going on?
He changes hands on a DQ, but not on a
What are you talking about? We're not going to allow this.
What's he doing? You can't pull Petey Williams out of here.
Sonjay's not going to allow that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that just shows you what kind of a coward that Scott DeMore is. He obviously didn't like the way things were going. Sonjay Dutt obviously had his number. It reminded me of Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard when Duran just had no answer for everything Leonard was doing. Obviously that was the case. They were saying, no, Almas thinking they were going to be able to walk away from
and
this.
how about D'Amore stating that the title doesn't change hands on a countout, although it does on a disqualification here in TNA. Sonjay able to take Williams back up to his feet. Cut him with a right hand. Surprised that Sonjay has gone to more of a power game here. I would have expected that he would be going with more high-risk moves.
Well, you know what, though? Think about it, though, Mike. When you do the high-risk moves, if you miss, then you might give Petey Williams a chance to get you in that Canadian Destroyer, and it's done. So, obviously, he's trying to fight every way he can to avoid it.
And Williams able to take the leg of Sonjay. Drop him down.
Right into the rail right there is Petey Williams showing some strength right there, and he throws him into the rail.
Ribs first, right into the unprotected steel, and right back to the offensive. Williams takes Sonjay Dutt, rolls him back into the ring, and while D'Amore cheers him on, Petey for the pin, leg hook. Sonjay shoulders down just for a 2 count.
And there you see him just throwing the blows in there on Sonjay Dutt. I wonder if Scott D'Amore was trying to get into Sonjay Dutt's head, trying to think that gives Sonjay Dutt a little too much overconfidence. Maybe he never intended for Petey Williams to walk away at all. That's just like the kind of move that Scott D'Amore would make.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time that we've seen individuals try and use mind games tonight. How about the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion Jeff Jarrett earlier tonight, telling Jeff Hardy, this week's challenger, you never know who you can trust. Still don't know what he meant by that.
Well, they always say that half the battle's won between the ears, and if you can get your opponent's head like that, you've got a big advantage. And right now, it's obviously worked for Petey Williams because he has gotten himself back in control of this match.
And you can tell right there, Petey Williams screaming out to Coach D'Amore, the man that trained him. Scott D'Amore trained Petey Williams for the ring, and you know, I'll never forget, prior to Petey Williams' first match here in TNA, D'Amore gave me a scouting report. He said he's aggressive, he's technically sound, and he's able to fly with the best of them, and that's exactly what we've seen from Petey Williams in 2004.
And like I said, I mean, I can't not give him kudos for being a great X Division champion. This guy is what the X Division's all about. He just doesn't need D'Amore. I don't think he realizes that D'Amore actually brings him down, especially in the people's eyes. I mean, this guy has all the ability on his own. I wish he could find a way to break away from him.
Sonjay, precarious position, hung in the corner. Petey Williams first the boots, and then just right hand after right hand. Now sends Sonjay back down again, and the Team Canada captain, again, a couple of shots with the boots.
Ever since Petey Williams and Scott D'Amore staged their little walk-off, he was able to get into the hand of Sonjay Dutt. But I'll tell you what, nice counter right there by the player from the Himalaya.
How about Sonjay able to take himself back up into the air, despite being hooked on that top rope, and then stunning Petey Williams, who is charging in.
I think you're right, though. I think what Sonjay Dutt needs to do, if he can, is get back to his high-flying ways, go to your strength. We've seen Sonjay Dutt do some things that are absolutely unreal. And look at this. Here's one of them. Look how he fought out of it and was able to kick back the momentum on Petey Williams and take advantage of it and get control of this match.
And we're back live at the Asylum, and it's still the offensive for Sonjay, connecting with the dropkick that takes the champ down. Attempted a clothesline. Williams able to duck it. Not able to duck those back elbows or the boot to the midsection.
Oh, look at this. Sonjay Dutt, that's what I'm talking about. That's what he does best. Here's two. Oh, Petey Williams just able to fight out.
Had that leg hook, had Williams' shoulders down, had the proper weight advantage on him. Got D'Amore calling for a timeout.
There's no timeout.
There's no timeouts in wrestling.
Oh, you got that right. But again, though, they do something like that, and I think what they're doing is trying to distract Sonjay Dutt any way that he can. Sonjay Dutt's looking at it going, how do you call a timeout here? As you see, oh, wait a minute. Good move right there by Petey Williams.
Goes to the pin following that move, but not able to put Sonjay away, and now Petey Williams distracted. Not happy with the cadence of the count from Mike Posey, getting right in the face of the referee. He's going to go for it?
Oh, here he goes, right here for the Canadian Destroyer. Can he do it? Wait a minute. It looks like Sonjay got his counter. He made this back. Petey Williams able to kick out. I don't know how he did it.
What did we say earlier? It's avoiding that Canadian Destroyer. It's coming up with a counter move like we just saw. We've got to take another look at
Oh, here it is. Look at this. Oh, that's how you counter the Canadian Destroyer. You don't let him get a chance to get any momentum.
He could have broken Petey Williams' neck. The impact as he drove him down with authority to the canvas.
Well, I'll tell you what, when Petey Williams hits that Canadian Destroyer, I don't see how a neck hasn't been broken. So, turnabout's fair play.
What's Sonjay going to do? Motioning to the crowd like he's going to go high risk. Petey Williams up on top. Sonjay tries to follow up as well, but Petey able to fight him off. Sonjay.
Oh, what a move there by Sonjay. This came right back so quick. Petey Williams didn't have a chance. He's got him up here, Mike. Yes!
Gonna go for the cover. Do we have a new champ? No,
Here he goes.
He's going top rope. He's got to be going for the Hindu press.
Oh, you can see right here, Scott D'Amore getting up, trying any way he can.
D'Amore with the Canadian flag.
Just trying to distract him, and that's what happens. Petey Williams able to get out of the way.
Crashed and burned as Sonjay went for that top rope Hindu press. This could be the opening.
Oh, he hits it.
And he capitalized on the opening.
That's it.
Canadian Destroyer, yes, leads to the 3 count.
The winner of the match and still X Division champion, Petey Williams.
Mike, we've seen it, and we've never seen anybody able to recover from it. It's just so devastating. It's unbelievable.
Petey Williams remains the X Division champion. Earlier this week, the NWA champion Jeff Jarrett was TNA's representative at the annual Magic Clothing and Apparel Convention in Las Vegas, Nevada.